on Midco Sports tonight, it's Water Cooler Talk with our Summit League expert, Brad Newitt. We'll recap the weekend and take a closer look at some of the top teams. Then it's a recap of both South Dakota and North Dakota high school hoops. Jody and Jandy get us caught up on all the action. And finally, we'll send it up to Grand Forks, where Alex Heiner recaps UND Hockey's weekend series with Bemidji State. All of that plus much more, Midco Sports Tonight tips off right now.
Hello and happy Monday, everyone. I'm Kelly Stewart, and this is Midco Sports Tonight. Well, we are about halfway through the first round of Summit League play already on the hoop scene, and it seems each week there are dominating performances, surprises, close games we didn't think would be close, etc. All in all, it's been making for a great season thus far. So let's take a look at the past weekend's highlights. We will start down in Vermilion, the Don Plitzu-White and the 3-0 Coyote women welcoming Fort Wayne to the SCSC. First quarter, Coyotes get off and running. JC Bradley comes away with a steal, takes it coast to coast, 2 of her 13 points. But USD was just getting started. A couple possessions later, get a look at the up and under from Kira Duffy. Coyotes up 22-15 after 1. Anna Loppencooper was one of the bright spots for Fort Wayne, though. She earned 12 of her 13 points in the first half, but the Dons still found themselves down 26 at the break. Don Plitzu-White's team kept piling it on in the third. Allison Arns taking it off the bounce. She finished with 14 points. Coyotes finished with 54 points in the paint, but perimeter shots were falling as well. Chloe Lamb connects off a feed from Jasmine Trimboli. The Coyotes win their 7th straight game, 85-43 over Fort Wayne, and improved to 4-0 in the Summit League. Lamb finished with a career-high 16 points. She was one of 4 players in double figures for the Yotes, but the USD defense held Fort Wayne to an opponent's season-low 38 shot attempts, and the Coyotes also caused 6 shot clock violations. South Dakota is on the road at Oral Roberts on Wednesday.
Right before the game, we did talk about just making sure we adapt and kind of go with the flow and see what's working for us. I think we did a really good job of doing that, just making sure we get after the things that they're giving us, and then it worked out.
I think the coaches have done a good job scouting teams. Like, we're really going into a game like you know the player's weakness and you try to take away their advantages, and I think we've been doing a really good job at that.
We've really been having a lot of energy, and I think we're starting to get our flow and know what positions and roles everyone has, and I think everyone's really taken on that role and doing a really good job at what they need to do, and I think we're becoming really successful by doing that.
It's important for us that we continue to get better in understanding how we need to continue to play. Teams that make adjustments against us, whether it's switching, not switching, whether it's playing with size or playing with quickness, we've got to continue to make adjustments, and I think we're learning how to do that right now.
More women's basketball from the weekend. There's only one other team in the league besides USD that is 4-0 right now in the league. No surprise, it's South Dakota State. They had a tough road trip with a variety of travel delays and issues this past weekend, but they defeated Denver and Oral Roberts on the road to remain perfect in league play. Macy Miller dropping 26 points in the win to go with 7 boards and 4 assists. Maddie Giebert followed closely behind, 17 points for her down in Tulsa. Let's move on to men's hoops now, because while the SDSU women were on the road, the Jackrabbit men entertained the home crowd taking on Denver at Frost Arena, and senior Reed Tellinghusen has just been a consistent scoring threat for the Jacks right now. He's really making them go. 4 of 8 shooting on the day, 2 3-pointers, taking him from the paint right there. He had 11 points in the win. But Mike Dahm, he's been playing outstanding for SDSU. A very efficient day getting it done from outside. Had 4 threes against Denver, 10 of 14 shooting overall. Also went 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Grabbed 8 boards. Dahm tallied 34 points and 2 assists in the win. Also a block. 30 minutes for him. He was outstanding on the day. But he had a great supporting cast to work with. We talked about Tellinghusen. Let's talk about the freshman, David Jenkins Jr. He had 27 points on Saturday, 8 of 14 shooting, 4 of 8 from three-point land, also 7 of 7 from the free throw line. He's been scoring it really well for the Jacks right now, stepping up at a young age too, and SDSU cruises to the win over Denver, 94-72 the final, their 7th straight win Mike Dom leading the way, like I said, 34 points on that very efficient shooting. David Jenkins Jr., 27 points and also just 27 minutes. Very efficient for him.
To hold the team, who's a good three-point shooting team, to 0 makes, 0 free throws, 0 assists, and only 1 offensive rebound. Our offense didn't come to us early, but I thought our defense allowed us to get going in transition. And
up to Fargo for our final Summit League game. The NDSU men welcoming Oral Roberts to the Shack. Dave Richmond, his squad, looking to bounce back after getting beat on their home court against Denver last week on Thursday. The guy that helped them do that, Paul Miller, the senior guard, playing some great basketball right now, knocking it down from the corner from 3. He had a team-high 20 points on the day for the Bison, but had a great supporting cast. Cameron Hunter, the freshman guard, that's a skip pass from Miller, and he's shot ready, knocks it down. Now coming off a little ball screen action, reads the defense nicely and pulls up. This kid is always ready to knock down shots, and then he gets a nice kick out for 3 right here. Drills it. He had 17 for NDSU on the day. But wait, there is more. Let's take a look at Tyson Ward getting out, running the floor in transition. Cameron Hunter finds him. Soft touch off the glass for 2, and he knows how to share the ball as well. Getting Dangu involved right here for the slam. 1 of 4 assists for Ward on the day, and the Bison get it done in dominant fashion. An 82-64 win, putting them at 10-8 on the year, 2-2 in league play. 4 score in double figures for NDSU, led by Miller with those 20 points and also 4 assists. And finally, our last game of the weekend, a rematch of last year's Big Sky Tournament Championship, Weber State at UND, and this guy was fantastic for the Fighting Hawks. Gino Crandall, 25 points on the day, 10 of 16 shooting. He had all the moves, going to a little bit of everything, but also 9 boards to go with those 25 points, 8 assists, almost tallied the triple-double, very close. He was huge for the Fighting Hawks, but had great help from Marlon Stewart. Another big day for him, 5 of 9 shooting, getting out in transition, a nice left-handed finish. He was doing a little bit of everything, dishing it out, getting the nice pass, knocking it down from 3. He had 14 points, also 2 assists for him. But he had some help from Cortez Seals, number 15 for the Fighting Hawks. Nice little left-handed touch off the glass. He went 6 of 9 from the floor on the day. He had 15 points, also 7 boards, 3 assists. It was a great day for him. And the Fighting Hawks win this one 89-79. Gino Crandall and also Keenan Walter. We didn't show him, but he had a career-high 16 points off the bench in just 19 minutes. Well, when we come back, our Midco SN expert Summit League analyst joins me in studio for water cooler talk. We'll dive a little deeper into this past weekend. You're watching Midco Sports Tonight.
Midco Sports Tonight, presented by Avera Orthopedics.